If you've been paying attention to the news in the past few months, you already know that rising mortgage interest rates have caused the red-hot housing market to cool down. As it did, we heard a lot of apocalyptic projections about another housing market crash. But that's not really what's happening. In this video, I'll explain why home prices in the Twin Cities are actually rising as the market cools. Stick around until the end of the video and I'll reveal which metro city had the hottest housing market in 2022. You don't want to miss that. Since the Federal Reserve started raising interest rates in the spring of 2020, buyer activity has slowed down, and some markets across the country have definitely seen prices falling. Somewhat. But not here in the Twin Cities. In the 7-county metro, home prices actually rose 5% from January 2022 to January 2023. So why are home prices still rising here? There are a few reasons for that. The inventory of homes for sale remains very, very low, and that's keeping prices up. But that's not the only reason here. In the Twin Cities, we have a really strong local economy, and during times of economic boom or bust, our local economy tends to be more stable. We just don't see those big fluctuations that some other metros experience. And while homes are taking longer to sell, homes that are priced correctly for the market are still selling quickly, and many of them are still getting multiple offers. In fact, just yesterday, one of my colleagues shared that she got 14 offers on a listing last month, 14 offers in January. So while we have seen a dip in home prices in some markets and in some categories, home prices are continuing to rise. It's more slowly than in the go-go housing market of 2020 and 2021, but they're still rising. So let's take a quick look at the numbers. By the way, I want you to know that I pull these statistics each month directly from the housing data available through Northstar Multiple Listing Service. I'm not making these things up, folks. There are a couple of interesting things in the data this month. First, the inventory for the 7-county metro in January was 1.2 months. That's how long it would take, theoretically, to sell all the homes that were on the market. Now that number has actually improved a little bit from January 2020, when we were at less than 1 month supply. But it's still very, very low. If you watched any of my videos before, you may remember that a balanced market, a market with a balanced number of buyers and sellers, has a supply of about 4 to 6 months. The second thing I want to talk about is the number of active listings, the actual number of homes that were for sale in January. It was up year over year by 14.8%, which sounds like good news. And that's in part because homes are taking longer to sell. But in digging into the numbers this morning, I also noticed that most of that increase is actually due to all the new construction that's being built. If you take new construction homes out of the equation and compare the number of existing homes for sale in January to the previous year, you can see that the number of active listings actually fell by 0.2%. So that just tells you how much we need builders to keep on building. It also tells us that if you're thinking about buying a home in the core cities or even the first and second ring suburbs, the pickings are going to continue to be slim. Competition is going to be high. The bulk of the new home building that's going on is in the third tier areas like Lakeville, Apple Valley, Cologne, Rogers, Otsego, Watertown, and Cottage Grove. Which brings me now to my insider tip, which isn't really that insider this month. I actually grabbed this from the Star Tribune this weekend when the paper published its 7th annual Hot Housing Index. So according to the newspaper, based on home sales, pricing, and availability, Lake Elmo, just north of Woodbury, was the hottest housing market last year. So thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see other great videos, and check out my YouTube channel for more on buying and selling in the Twin Cities. If you want to know what these statistics mean for you and how they might affect your plans for buying and selling, don't hesitate to call, text, or email me. I am here to help. Thanks again. Till next month.